and welcome to Universus. Today I'm talking about one of the new Critical Role characters that was revealed during that season, so unfortunately may have not been as widely shown off as they deserve to be, but are an absolutely solid character. And of course I'm talking about Grog Strongjaw. Grog Strongjaw, Mighty Half Giant, is a brawler, brute, vox machina, 5-hand, 31 health with 3 abilities, one of which is after an attack deals damage, add 1 rage counter to this card. So it's very similar to Muscular from League of Villains. When an attack deals damage, they gain counters. Counters are very, very cool. We've just seen Travis Tangerman take down NA Nuts with counters, and these rage counters seem to be very crucial to the brute key class. Then we have the brute rage aspect. Grog is very famous for having amazing resistances from his Titan gauntlets and having the rage to do half damage. So with these resistances and half damages, it makes sense that his response is that before you would take damage from an unblocked attack, reduce that attack damage by 2, minimum of 1. So it always deals a little bit of damage to trigger that static ability, and enhance. Remove one rage card from this card, draw a card, your attack gets plus 3 damage. Crucial keyword there of your attack over this attack, which means this enhance can be played defensively without increasing the damage of your opponent's attack. And 3 damage matters is very popular. I mean, Godzilla is rampant for the EU and gives 3 damage to everything, which this can do once you get set up. Younger Toguro, when he was at his max power, was very predominant through getting 3 damage on everything. I've done quite well with Dabby in the past with 3 damage on everything. And although we won't have Twisty Azure because it's banned everywhere apart from MHA Spotlight, the fact that this shared symbols with it means if it was still around, it would be slammed in here. Although he is a 500, he's going to be slow to get set up, and he only has 31 health, where we're seeing a lot more characters now going into the mid to high 30s. Grog's survivability and damage reduction symbols is not to be slept on. The big thing is this is such a cool character for onboarding. Yes, the established players and players that's loved Nomu and Younger to Go and Godzilla are going to give him a try, and he looks very cool, very powerful, and can do a lot of cool stuff. But this is also a very simple, straightforward, powerful character that new players are going to love. This is a great onboarding character. You just get to go, yeah, here's your character. If you take damage from an attack, get a counter. If you take damage from an unblocked attack, reduce it by 2. And the counters that are on your character, you can now get rid of to draw more cards and give you attacks damage. That is so appealing to players. As I put in the Discord, it is simple, effective, malleable to different builds, and that makes him a dangerous character. I fully expect to see a Tim Keefe, Broberg, Hardeman, Murray, or even Travis Tangerman, or David and Tam are probably going to be working on this guy. I expect the people that interact with new players the most, that are established old heads, are going to have great decks set up to show new players how fun this game is and using Grog to get them hooked. Grog is just such a great utility card. He has access to lots of damage reduction, lots of draw power on his symbols, and these symbols are getting a lot of support, especially now that we're getting Earth Attune cards within Critical Role Heroes of Exandria. I'm very excited to see where this character is going to go, how powerful they're going to become, and the fact that we've not really seen any of the kits, the URs, the SRs, the cards kind of matter. We've not seen it, like his rage cards, we've not seen any of the vestiges, and already people are cooking with Grog. Grog is going to be a better staple, in my opinion. Yes, he's a 5-hander. Yes, he's not as survivable as, say, Nomu was. But with cards like Referee, Jury, Weapons Clash, there's lots of ways you can really mess about with this and go, I'm not taking any damage, or if I'm taking it, it's enough that I'm going to be able to heal from it, or get enough utility from it that you're going to die. It's very cool, very powerful, and I'm very excited to see what attuned cards he has and what cards he has in his kit. But for me, it's the fact that he is such a simple, straightforward, malleable character. He can go into any deck with any kind of strategy and go, I can pull this off, which is going to be great for new players to get them to put time into the game, get them invested in the game, and go, you love Critical Role, you want to play Grog, cool. Here's a budget Grog deck, and you can take to locals and still have fun and do well with. But once you get people invested in it, once you get people putting the time into the game, that's when they'll start to keep coming back and get involved in the community. And characters like Grog, which are simple, easy for people to pick up, and great ways for them to learn the mechanics of the game. Grog is an absolute beast as an onboarding new player character. After they've finished with their starter decks and they've got a grasp of the game, this will help people master the game before moving on to characters that may be a little bit more complex or may need a little bit more time for you to get used to. I'm going to cut it there. I just wanted to highlight Grog. I know it's something I've talked about a lot on Discord, it's something I've talked about a lot with other people. Great onboarding character, great to see the grand poobah of this and that getting the love he deserves. And I don't usually play 500s, but Grog Strongjaw is definitely on my list to try. And I'm very excited to see what the rest of the reveals are and how they're going to interact with the cards we haven't seen yet. I'm very excited to see the rest of the SRs and the URs and how this entire set's going to play out. And get my hands on it at Worlds. I'll see you all in the next one. And is it game night yet? Bye.